All right, guys, how you doing? G.I. Joe here. Welcome back to my bunker in Atlanta. And this is a BBR test for the Larry Harris pseudo setup of the 1942 version. We are starting in actually round 4 of the BBR rules. So we'll play, it's a 5-round game. And this is a play test on this 42 BBR set. So it's pretty much a Larry Harris setup with a few minor tweaks and some setup things, particularly in the Pacific, to set it up to where it was January of 42 as opposed to the summer of 42. And so this is the BBR rule set, and I am playing Anzac, Canada, and France. I'm going to turn this around here to the second round. So this is Canada and Anzac 1, and I'm playing with some of my compadres here. Of course, like I said, Anzac. Good friend Detroit from New Jersey is the United States. War-torn from Canada is Japan. Carl from San Francisco is playing the UK. By the way, China is also being played by Detroit. And fellow Missourian Hambone is playing the Soviet Union. The Great Sired Blood is playing Germany. VK Cowboy out in Oklahoma is playing Italy. And of course, I'm playing France as well. So great guys, having a good time. And the Axis have, as it stands, 10 victory points. They have until round 5 to get to 12. So we've got our hands full, definitely. And let's go on with Canada and Anzac, Canada, and France first turn. So this is Canada. Anzac, we're going to save our 10. This is Canada. We're going to save our 7. We're not going to purchase anything. So here are the moves we're going to make. So combat move, I'm going to take Destroyer from 54 rather, and go 1, 2 into 33. The Cruiser from C-Zone 63 is going to go 1 to 54, 2 to 46, and 3 into 33. The Destroyer from 62 in the naval base is going to go 1, 2, 3 as well. The Fighter from Queensland in an air base will go 1, 2, 3. And I got 2 more spots to land. And, well, I can just tell you this. If he survives, he's going to land on New Britain, because that's the only place he can land. So there's no sense in that. This is going to be a walk-in. I'm going to take the transport from 62 down here. Sorry, it's been a while, so I may not be in the scene here. 62 is going to go 1. It's going to pick up an infantry and artillery and come up here to New Guinea. Go 1, 2. All right. I can go ahead and tell you this, non-combat. I'm just going to move. This is a guy. We're going to come up to here, Queensland. So 1 infantry from New South Wales coming up to Queensland. Fighter to Queensland. This infantry to Queensland. South Australia to Queensland. Just go ahead and get that done. The Fighter from New Zealand's coming to Queensland. And the AAA is coming to Queensland. How about that? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do all my moves. Okay. Over here for Canada, my Destroyer from C-Zone 106 is going to go 1, 2, 3 into C-Zone 119. The Fighter will follow 1, 2, 3, 4. It will have to land in Scotland. Okay. My transport from 106 is going to grab the tank and the infantry. It's going to go 1, 2, 3 and do a suicide, sacrifice itself to land in Morocco. I know he's toast. And that's all right. Okay, let's see here. Is that right? I'm going to do my France moves. I'm going to move this Fighter. Is going to go up to Scotland. I know I'm kind of going on a turn. I'm doing this all one time. I hope you guys don't mind. My France plane is going to go to Scotland. This French cruiser from here from 83 is going to go 1, 2 into 70. This French guy is going to go into French Central Africa. Just going to get all this done. So I can just roll and be done with rolling. Hope you guys don't mind this. This French destroyer in 72 is going to go 1, 2 into 80. Support the British over there. This infantry in Syria is going to go 1 to Transjordan. And so I think that is it. All we have to do now is roll 2 battles, 1 there and 1 here. So let's roll. This is already taken care of there. All right. So let's just roll these 2 battles. So let's do the first battle. Here is going to be Season 33. I have 2 destroyers at 2, 2 at 2. I have a cruiser at 3 and a fighter at 3. So 2 3s, 2 2s, and 2 3s. All right. Can you see that? Japan has a 3, a 2, and 2 1. So a 3, a 2, and 2 1. So let's look over this here. Here is I've got 2 destroyers, the red, a fighter, and a cruiser for Anzac. And I've got a cruiser at 3, a destroyer at 2 for Japan, and 2 subs defeated at 1. So here we go. Let's see what happens, boys. Okay, we got 1 hit. All right, here is Japan's rebuttal. They have at least 1 hit. Hopefully nothing else. Okay, so we're trading 1. So they're going to lose a 1, and I will lose a 1. We'll do the second round. All right. So I got a cruiser, fighter, and destroyer. 1 hit. And Japan's rebuttal. 1 hit. So they lose their 1. I'm going to lose a 2. So we have a destroyer and a cruiser defending, and I've got a cruiser and a fighter attacking. 1 hit. We're trading 1s, looks like. Nothing. All right, so now that goes away. So now he's got a cruiser defending, and I've got a cruiser and a fighter attacking. And here we go. 1 hit. Miss, baby, miss. Okay, he got a hit. So I'm going to lose my destroyer. I'm sorry, my cruiser. And then my plane is left, and it's going to troll the sub. I'm sorry, not the sub. The transport. My plane will land in New Britain. So the Japanese Navy is gone in Sea Zone 33. Sorry about the camera work here, guys. It's been a while. I'm trying to look at my dice and everything. So, yeah. So plane lands back. It had two movements. It's landing back in New Britain. All right. So now let's go over here. I'm just going to pull my dice. I've got a 2 and a 3 versus 2 1s. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to do 2 and a 3 for my destroyer and my fighter. And then Germany has 2 1s for their subs. And I do have a destroyer, so they can't submerge. So here we go. I need 2 hits, baby. 2 hits. 1 hit. And nothing. Okay. So we'll do another go around. Nothing. Whew. Let's roll this again. Nothing. Come on, I need a hit, man. Nothing. This is not going well. Oh, hit. If I take my destroyer, the plane, well, I'm going to take, he's just going to buy more subs anyway. Yeah, I'm going to lose my destroyer. All right. Well, so that was kind of costly. So I knocked off one sub, but one sub is still there. The plane's going to land in Scotland. Dadnabbit. That didn't go so well. Everybody else gets flawless victories, but no, not me. My victories are always involving. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If you guys are okay, of course I went out of order. I'm not going to put that plane there. That plane's going to stay here in the United Kingdom. The whole purpose of that was to be to scramble to maybe save my destroyer if my destroyer survives. But that's pointless. So my French plane will stay in UK, London, if that's okay with you guys. If not, let me know. I'll move it back. All right. So at the end of Anzac's turn, we have 10. So they get their original 10. They have allies, New Guinea, Dutch, Solomons. Let's see. Dutch New Guinea, nope, don't own that. Can't, nope. So no NOs, but I do collect my original 10. Plus I saved 10, so that's gonna be a total of 20. And for a recap, I've got New Zealand, I have a guy. In Queensland, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, a AAA, and 2 fighters. On C-Zone 46, I have a transport. New Guinea, I have a infantry and an artillery. And in New Britain, I have a fighter. Solomon Islands, I have an infantry. And let's go over here. For Canada, I've got a fighter in Scotland. Of course, I still got my 2 infantry and artillery in UK. I've got a transport, soon to be dead, in 91. I have a tank and an infantry in Morocco. And I will collect 10 for my original 7 plus an NO for 3 being in the French territory. All right. And for France, I've got an infantry in Morocco, an infantry in Central West Africa. Oh, I'm sorry, French Central Africa. I have a cruiser in 70. I have an infantry in Transjordan. I have a fighter and 2 infantry in London. And I have a destroyer in 80. So that is the end of round 1, gentlemen. It's been a fun game. And so at the end of their turn, see, Canada now has, with the saved IPCs, they have 17. And Anzac has 20 IPCs to spend on round 2. So thanks for watching, guys. And on to round 2, which would be my good friend Hambone as the Soviet Union. Thanks.